very exciting. Hands up if you're new to this call. I know there's one. I can't see his face, but welcome, Jordan. Martina, is that you? Are you new? Is that a hand up? Rachel's new. A few people aren't sure if they're new. They may or may not be new. They're keeping us on the toes. Yeah, it's cool. And like I was just saying for those that are joining or record that like I'm really excited because this week it does feel like we're all starting our businesses again. And for those of you new, you're actually starting your business. But for those of us been a while, it really does feel like we get to properly start our business with structures and systems. And guys, cats and dogs are just creating havoc back here. Yeah, like actually start this as a proper business. Like we were pioneering something. We were all making it up as we went. I had a reel the other day about it. Like we were just having to make it up, and we've done fucking well. I'm going to swear, but we've done so well to create what we've created when we just had to get in there and figure it out as we went is incredible. And now we get to do it with structures and systems like a proper business. Look at us go. So imagine what is possible. And like I said, I literally just got off the phone with Taryn. I won't tell you how much volume has just gone through her business in 5 days, but it's a lot. And so there is a lot of movement happening in Healy right now. And we get to be part of that and create a movement within that. So I'm celebrating each and every one of you for being pioneers, early adopters, all-round badasses. And I'm also celebrating now that we get to do it with a new level of support and structures coming in. So I want to hear what you're celebrating this week before we kick in. Tonight is very much about structures, some really exciting promos coming up, and some structures that we've put in place for you guys to help duplicate. Because in this business, if you want to create an empire, it is, sorry, I've got someone calling me. If you want to create an empire in this business, it's different to other businesses because systems duplicate. Well, this is another business too. Systems duplicate, people don't. So it doesn't matter how good we are at doing X, Y, and Z, at speaking, at sharing our story, at running events. It's how duplicatable is that and how easy is it to pass down the line. And so we've put some really cool things that we're excited for in place for you guys to make it super easy to duplicate, so that you can build momentum in your business. And that is what is happening right now. Okay, cool. Celebrations. Record. Rachel. They're two separate things, I'm guessing. Rachel is new. I'm excited to meet you, Rachel. Some of you are hiding. Me, but the camera is up. I'm celebrating Jordan and Rachel being on the call for the first time. Yes, welcome, Jordan. I'm excited for you to one day be dropping your knowledge bombs. Jordan, for those that don't know, is an amazing sales guru. I'm going to just throw that one out there. Diana is very excited for the new comp plan and subscriptions, as am I. Jordan is celebrating being here. We're very excited to have you on here, Jordan. Celebrating duplicating systems this week. Yes, we're going to, Adi here and Diana are going to talk about this incredible new system that they've implemented for you guys. Celebrating Dawn and Tanella and Lorenz being on the call. Have I said that right? Lorenz? I hope I've said that right. Amazing. Hi, beautiful people. Celebrating my team and so much inspiration and knowledge. New members coming in and celebrating new back office and comp plan. Yes, I'm massively celebrating that. The power of this new comp plan and the back office is you can actually get in there now and get strategic and see what is working in your business, what is not working, where to put your time and effort to be efficient, like game changing. Celebrating new people in my team and Healy going into 2.0 with my team, High Vibe Tribe. Amazing, Nancy. Celebrating Sammy on the call. Sammy, give us a little wave. Oh, she's hiding. We're imagining you waving. There's more people entering. We are going to kick some goals together in Bali. You're in Bali. Fantastic. We're having some people around here tomorrow night if you want to come around. Celebrating team building, ranks and supporting each other. Traction marketing course. I'm celebrating. I have 5 new people reaching out to me. people I didn't know before. Amazing. Celebrating recruiting new network marketers in my team. Out of here. Amazing. Celebrating this new chapter of Healy. Yes. Celebrating starting up with social media manager in Healy. Amazing. I'm excited. Yeah, I've got some awesome new leaders in my biz too. So I'm celebrating that. Right. So let's dig in. We want to keep this nice and short and sweet structure. So I've already shared on why it's so important. This business model, the foundations of why people can create huge empires and it can happen relatively quickly is leverage, is duplication, is a few small things done consistently over an extended period of time. That is what makes this business work. It's actually like these simple things, like whenever we talk about like wealth creation, it's often some simple things done consistently. It can actually be, I don't want to say boring. It's just the same things. And then you get to add your flavor and spice and magic to keep it interesting. So what we're going to chat about today is, obviously we know why structures are so important, especially when you've got like a big vision on your heart and you really want to go all in on this and build leaders. Like, this is how you build leaders, is through systems. So today we're going to share with you the systems that we have for you. We also want to touch a little bit again on the plan and where to focus your effort, because there's a lot to it, right? There's like many elements that over time you'll get your head around. But what we've done for you is hacked the comp plan. We've actually looked at this and we've been like, right, what do we need to help our team focus on to create mass duplication and mass impact and results in their business? So we're going to chat to you about that. And also what keeps people in your organization as well. I think that's really important, knowing the structures and knowing that, for example, with the power play, the systems that Adahir and Diana are going to talk about tonight, if you help 3 people, like say you're new to the business and you help 3 people get started and you help them get 3 people, this is the power play, keeping that nice little group all active. So it's like 21 people, keeping them all active and happy in Healy gives you $1,000 residual a month. That of itself, if you can show people how to get that, they're not going anywhere. You know, you've got people in your organization that are not going to be going anywhere. So that's a way to really keep people engaged, retain people. But also, if you can give families $1,000 a month that they can then invest in crypto or whatever, or just whatever they want to use that for, that is a very, very powerful thing to help show people how to do. But also that's the foundations of what builds your business. So we're going to touch on the systems we've created to support you with that. Awesome. We're also going to touch on the watch promo, which is very exciting. I don't know how many of you know about the watch or excited about the watch. Can I show hands who knows much about the watch? You're all excited about the watch? Okay, we're going to touch a little bit on the watch and how you can get yourself your very own Healy watch. And then also the promo to get over to Berlin and the competition running. And now competitions are super fun in these business models, but they also, again, all these competitions and promos are guiding you back to the best way to build your business. So yeah, we're gonna roll with that. Can you tell us how the watch works and its points of difference to the Healy? Okay, great. We'll start there, and then I'm going to hand you over to Adahir, who is going to tell you about the competition, and then Adahir and Diana together are going to tell you about this orientation call, which I'm very, very excited, which ties in with all the structures we've been talking about. So with the watch, basically, if we're to break it down, personalized wellness is the future, and an ability to track and monitor your own health is the future. So with the watch, if we break it down really simply, and it's going to continue to evolve, but at the very core of it, it's measuring your own biometrics. So there are other watch devices out there that do this, that measure your sleep, that measure your level of movement, that measure your stress levels. But the Healy is doing that in a way where it's also talking to the Healy, and it's telling you based on your biometrics what frequency programs you most need. So that, in a nutshell, is the core of the watch. It's like your biometrics, and then based on that, it's gathering. Sorry, background noises. So it's gathering more data of how you are living your life, and then based on that, how to use your frequency more. So if people ask, like, why is it different to other things out there? There are other watches out there that take your biometrics as well, but this one is specifically working with Healy and the frequencies. And are you waving your hand around because you wanted to say something? The watch tracks and records your own biometrics.
Yeah, I'm waving. It's quite a few people that is not unmuted, so it's keep popping out and in and be really blurry, the recording. Okay. So please just mute everyone. Yeah, thank you.
Cool. Yeah, out of here you can add to this as well, but yeah, it's basically the layers of the program starting from physical, but then also psyche. Yeah, so same kind of thing, but you can expand on this if you want. Do you want to expand on it? Is your hand up because you want to expand on that?
I was just fluffing my hair, but yeah, I can. Yeah, so I don't have that much experience with the watch, although when I first when I first heard about the watch, I was like, that sounds sick. Like I remember Taryn saying that it like can record, like it can give you like menus and lists of like what foods to eat, what nutrition's missing, like, you know, all that kind of stuff. Like it can do lists. But then I watched the Frequency Friday on Friday with Marcus, and he showed like 3 or 4 different screenshots of the printouts or like the readouts that the watch does, starting from just the physical layers. So it was like his actual results, and it had, you know, like 5 different like biometrics, and it would be like, so this is where you are kind of sitting in these biometrics. So one was like heart rate, one was something else. So it was like it like broke it down, and then it suggested programs, and then the next layer went into like psyche. So it was like, here's your stress levels, here's your you know, like I wish I had retained the energy, but I retained the information, but I just remember that I looked at it and I thought it was cool. And then it had like the next screen, if you wanted to go deeper, you could go into like the psyche of it. So it had like kind of ratings on each of those. And then there was one other screen that he did, and that's all. Does anyone on this call have a watch, or have they used one? Okay.
Apparently like the watch moving.
Yes, I've tried the watch program.
Who's this?
Trina here in Wexford in Ireland.
Oh, great. How's your experience?
I was absolutely, for me, it felt like I would normally go to an integrated healer, and it was so spot on and very exact about patterns that I was repeating. And I found it very accurate, but it was on more psychic level, you know, on, you know, parts I was beginning to become aware of that now I can change.
What would you say the difference was between the watch and the resonance?
Is it now? Maybe I'm wrong. Is it part of the it's the program on the resonance? Is that right or not? Maybe I have it wrong. I have it wrong.
I can speak for a touch on what I think is the difference between the watch and resonance. That's cool.
Yeah.
So the resonance is like a snapshot. It's taking a momentary picture of what's going on in your field. Whereas when you're wearing the watch, it's going to be taking data constantly for days and weeks and months on end as you're wearing it. So it's going to find a whole range of different patterns that are more intrinsic, and it's going to give us that data to work with as opposed to just a snapshot. So I think that's one of the great tools of having the watch, is the long-term info. And Lorenz is now host. Maybe you want to pass that back, Lorenz. Maybe give it to Ada here, if Sarah's not here. Cool. Are you here, Sarah? Oh, there you are. You're muted though.
Oh, sorry about that. Bali internet just dropped out. Yes, that's from my understanding as well what it is. It's just constantly tracking your data and collecting your biometrics, which helps with behavior change as well, because it does record things like how much you're moving and your sleep patterns and your stress levels. So it's more, rather than just, like you said, a moment in time, it's like giving you a lot of information about how you're actually operating over a period of time, over a day. And then that also helps with behavior change. So it also identifies what frequencies to use, but it's also like helping you track so you can behavior change, like, you know, just giving you more information so you can be like, oh, okay, I need to move more, I need to sleep more, so that you can make change, which is fundamentally what I think these types of devices are really good for. So I mean, Doc Steve has one, I know, and he loves it. And I don't know if, for those of you that know Doc Steve or don't, he's like in the States, he really does a lot for the Healy community. He's, you know, all across Healy in all its facets, and he really loves it and raves about it. I was just speaking to Taryn about it, and I really think it's going to be one of the core offerings in the future that they really promote, because personalized devices is really what's on trend with where the market's going. So the more information we can capture about people, the more that they can be empowered with their own health and healing. So I'm definitely getting a watch in this promotion, and I'll tell you about it now, for your own experimentation and optimization, but also so you can talk about it with other people from a space of really knowing what it's done for you, like how we talk about the Healys. So on that, any distributor from the 9th, when the system ticks over, because obviously there's going to be a few days where it ticks over, any 3 devices above a gold sold, and you will get a free watch for you to play with. And then any new customer who purchases over a gold will also get a Healy watch. So as we tick, after the promo is finished and then it ticks into the new comp plan, that is going to be a really incredible way to, you know, share it with people. I'm so getting a watch. Yeah, we'll all be on next week, or a few weeks from now, with our fancy new watches on. So yeah, it's definitely incredible promotion, especially as we shift into this new chapter and you've got new people that you're talking to. Yeah, the watch is going to be really an incredible point of difference to help them purchase. Now, Adahir, do you want to go on to, so that's July 9th till the end of July. And then Adahir, do you want to chat about the competition and the Berlin trip? Where are you? Is she on? Adahir. She fell off the face of the planet. Okay. Moving right along. Does Diana, I don't know where she's gone. All right, we'll see if she pops back, because she was going to do that section. So the other things so there's that happening. There's the competition happening. So this is really to, you know, keep everything moving as we click into the new back office. Now, going back to these structures and systems that we know help duplicate and create massive momentum. There she is. She's coming out of here. Out of here. Are you back? Oh, there you are. I just called you in and you disappeared. You're muted. Do you want to share about the competition?
Sure. Yeah, my internet just dropped out. Sorry about that.
Go for it.
The watch competition and then the Berlin competition.
Yeah, the Berlin. Go for Berlin.
Did you share the watch competition already?
Yes.
Okay, great. Cool. Can I share my screen, please?
Oh. I'm going to make you host and then you can share away. Do you want to be co-host or full host?
Co, please.
Oh.
Wingman.
It's going to give you the full reign.
Wingman, please.
Go.
Thank you.
Co-host.
Okay, thank you. Cool. So we are going to share my screen. Let's go. So the other competition that is happening, competition like bonus as incentive, I would say, is really this Berlin, which I think ties in amazingly with everything else that we've got going on. So we obviously have the watch promo, which I feel like it's just a no-brainer to get like 3 people so you can get a watch. You have a few people in your team doing that. If you have a team, it's like you pretty much, it's not far off qualifying to Berlin. So for those of you who weren't around, about, I think it was about 8 months ago, we had a Healy, I think it was pre-COVID actually. Healy had an incentive to have an event, and it was in Munich, and everyone could qualify to go to this event. It didn't happen because obviously COVID happened. So they are pulling it out of the bag again. And for those of you who qualified last time, you can keep that qualification. If you got to a level in that like promo, I suppose it was called, competition, I don't know, qualification, that you want to surpass this time, you are required to start from the beginning. So you can either take what you got last time and leave it at that, or you can start and play again from the beginning. And there's 3 different categories that you can qualify for. There's the bronze, there's silver, and there's gold. So bronze means that you get a free hotel room from the Friday to the Monday. So what, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, what, 3 days, 4 days, as well as you have admission to the event. The silver package is that you get a free hotel room, the admission ticket, and they will fly you from anywhere in the world to Berlin. The gold package is the same, but you get 2 flights and 2 admission tickets, which is really exciting. And this is how you qualify. Obviously, it's all sales based, and it's a pretty generous, I feel like it's a really generous promo. It's not, I don't think it's crazy over the top, and you have 2 months to go for it. So the bronze package is 10,000 points. So in the new, this is going to be starting on the 9th of July, and it's going to be going to the 31st of August. It'll automatically tally up in your back office, and so it'll say, like, you'll see when it'll pop up what it did last time. It just pops up on your dashboard, what you've qualified for and how many points you've got to go to qualify for the next one. The bronze is at least 10,000 points during the qualification period from new sales to personally sponsored members or customers from your personally sponsored first line members. So that's 10,000 points. That's basically, if you want to break it down, that's 10 Heelys that you personally or someone that you have personally sponsored brings into your team, then you qualify. Second silver package is 20,000, which is this, that's the same. I thought, anyway, I was told, never mind. Okay, cool. These are the real numbers. I thought it wasn't those numbers. I thought it was something different, but that's okay. Yes, so the silver is 20,000 during the qualification period from new sales to personally sponsored members or customers of your personally sponsored first line. So that's the same again. That's either 20 residents Heelys, or the professional model is 2,500 PV. So that would be like 10 professional models, or any mix of that. And then the gold package is 30,000, which is another 10,000, essentially another 10 Heelys, same as either your sales or your first line sales. And that is how you qualify to be a part of the Berlin event. And I think these events are really exciting because it's really to encourage you to step into leadership. It's to encourage you to like be kind of emerge, like Healy, Healy 2.0 is emerging, and those people who qualify for these events get to meet like Marcus and people that are gonna just meet each other, like people I've never seen. I've seen these people on this call lots of times, but haven't seen them in like physical person, so that's always exciting. And just like to have a holiday, like I think is really exciting. So I think that's all I'm covering on that.
Yeah, and I mean, they're the same things. The things that you need to do to build your business and create an empire and create residual income and help others do the same. The things you need to do to get a watch and the things that you need to do to win a trip, they're all the same things. And we're going to touch on that. Some of you would have seen an accountability post that I put up today, because the coach that I've just started working with has really like bringing it down to like those income producing activities. And we're not going to be on your backs about this. Like, we want to encourage an environment of self responsibility and leadership, but we've put this up in the group and we'll talk about it on each of the calls as a way for you to like do your own numbers and also like reflect on your week and look at like, what were my own wins? What were the challenges? And come up with your own solutions to your challenges. Because what we can measure, and now we've got a back office and we've got Teamsy and we've got these tools to manage how we operate our business, we can actually reflect, and I've started to do this, and actually then you can see where you need to refine your skill set and what you need to work on. So it makes us a lot more accountable to our business. And so we actually show up like the CEO of our business, and I can't wait to get in that back office and like, I'm getting nerdy with numbers and it's fun. Okay, I'll circle back to that, Jace, at the end. Cool. So on that, we want to share with you a few systems that we've created for you guys to help with this process of duplication and making your business simple and sexy. So we've now got a corporate team call on a Tuesday night, which is half an hour. It's very Healy corporate, but it's also really good. I think they're really good. Who's watched those Healy webinars? A few of you? Yeah, I think they're really good. I would feel comfortable sending a certain type of person to that. We've also got the Abundance Blueprint, which is on tomorrow, 9 a.m. Singapore time, wherever you are, convert that, probably 2 hours for Australian time. That's a great one for people that want to learn about the business particularly, but also the product. But it's about half an hour, 35 minutes. We have testimonials from people in our community. It's businessy, it's Healy, it's cool. So there's that one you can plug into. And then there's the orientation call. So Dee, I'm going to hand it over to you because I know you're extra excited about this orientation call as something that people can plug into to duplicate.
Thanks, Sarah. Hi, everyone. Well, I'm not just excited about that call. I'm excited about all of the calls. And I was in a bit of a poo-poo pants mood this morning. And it wasn't until we got into the next meeting and we started fine-tuning these calls and going through the compensation plan. And like, I'm wildly excited about this product and what it does and how it helps people. But when I dive into this new compensation plan and I see the money that is available for us to just have abundance in our life, like, it's next level. It's crazy. And when I think about that and how do we access that, we've mentioned this tonight a couple of times, but it's duplication. Like, this business, you do well in this business if you duplicate. So if you enroll people and you teach people how to enroll people, and, you know, we've had things and systems in place along the way, but like Sarah said, you know, there've been quite a few changes and everything sort of happening. And when we broke it down to what are the simplest main things for duplication, it's product experience. So it's from when the customer gets their Healy, the experience that they have from that moment through to using it and having their own transformation. We've set up a call that really that goes through that process. So, you know, we've all been doing that probably independently and maybe in some kind of group environments, but this call basically covers everything. It covers how to turn your device on. It covers the programs. It covers what scalar waves are. It covers what microcurrents are. It covers examples of how you can run your program every day. And you can plug your, you can watch this every week yourself to learn more. You can plug your people straight into it. So it means that you don't have to, it's not about taking away the connection with your personally enrolled, but this is a platform to know that, particularly for people that are already working in jobs, right? We want to make the simple, when I think of this and when I've done really well in network marketing, the model, it's when the system is so simple that my 7-year-old can do it. So, you know, they literally they get their device, you plug them into this call, teach them how to use their Healy. And And then guess what? They do the same with their people. They play, and it's not responsible for that one. We don't need to be experts. We can just plug into this call. It's in the one place, and then that's really super duplicated. What that also does is allows other people, like everybody in the team, to, like, this slide is, or this presentation, if you like, this call is going to be the same every week. There might be slight changes as we go, but it's going to be the same every week. So you know that when you come in, it's the same call, it's the same information. What that means is everybody can step up and do that call. So, you know, it's not just one person being the expert in the product. It's that we all get to come through and do this call. We all learn it and we can all duplicate it. The second call, straight after that, we're actually going to run a, what are we calling it out of here? It's a, I can't remember the name now. It's basically the ways that you can make money with Healy. So at the end of that product orientation call, it will be an introduction to sharing Healy and what the opportunity is when you share Healy. And then the next 20 minutes after that will be basically an overview, like a high level overview on how do you earn an income from Healy. So what are the bonuses? What is the fast start? How much, like Sarah mentioned earlier in this call, how much, you know, if you do this, how much money do you make? Which is amazing because people need to know this. Like we are in the business of Healy, sharing Healy, and, you know, people having the health experience, but it's like people need to know about the money. Like I'm so passionate about this, and we haven't really, we haven't really dived into that, but we've done the same thing with the compensation. So it gets people excited about what the opportunity is if they share it. Because the reality is, if they have we know, the people on this call, we know, if you use your Healy every day, you have a good product experience from the time you get it, and you use your Healy every day, you will have a transformation that will be phenomenal and you will organically share it. So if you then know from the start that this, holy moly, like if I literally share this with 3 people, I'm going to make what? And get a free resonance, like it's just nuts. So you also know that you can plug your people in. They then know, all they have to do is plug their people in, because what happens is when we do all of this ourselves, some people either don't have the time, some people are more educated than others, and these calls, these really basic calls, are going to alleviate all of that. It's going to create just mass duplication. And then the third call is, the prospect call, which is on the Tuesday. So that's actually the first one. So it's a good run as well. So for example, we can plug people into the prospect call on the Tuesday morning. Then we did the one last week, and there was a lady that was really excited, but I think she asked a few more questions around how does it work? What's this? What's that? So she's really excited, but we couldn't sort of go into all the detail that she needed. But this call that's going to be set up now on the Wednesday, the product orientation call, the prospects can come and attend that, and they can learn exactly how the product works. They can see all of the programs. They can see the juice in what Healy is. It's another touch point the next day. And then obviously the ways to make an income with Healy. And this duplication process is, if we do this and we use these calls and we make it super simple, and we don't try and be the experts in everything, we will create mass duplication and large Healy teams for everyone, not just the people that are full-time, that have full-time hours. It's like the people that already have jobs, or the people that are mums. It means that everybody can come in and do this business, and they can do it with ease and flow. So I don't know if you can tell, but I am beyond excited about these calls. Because you know what, if I'm putting my hand up and being really honest, I don't think I've given my people to date a really good that experience. I have not. I can put my hand on my heart and say I haven't given all of my people that experience from start to finish, for all the reasons, varying reasons, different reasons. But this process, if you plug people into these calls, and that's pretty much not all you do, but you do that well, you will have big Healy teams very, very, very quickly.
Woo! Woo! Yeah, let's get a woo in there for Dee and Adi here. They've really put some time into making this call amazing, and it's exciting. Even Jordan's woohooing. We've got lots of woo girls and boys on these calls, and women. But it is exciting because we want to make this business, like, the reality is you are the 15%. Like, people, not everyone has this as a full-time or part-time. Some people have this, they still have people interested in who want to do Healy, but they may not be able to like do all the things, you know. So this means no one gets left behind. There's something everyone can plug into and get the same information. If you're in Europe and you can't make it live, you've got the replay you can send out so that you just know your people are getting all the information to set them up for a great experience with Healy. Then they're going to want to share because they're having a great experience. And it also, they see, this is the most important bit to get about duplication. When someone gets on that orientation call, this is how you use your Healy. Oh, fantastic. This was easy. I just jumped on a call and other people told me how to do it. And now they're just telling me, I just need to invite people on this call. And then they'll get the same information I'm getting. So people are being trained and learn from the beginning. I don't need to be an expert. I don't need to know everything. I just get people on that same call I was on, the prospect call, then the orientation call. Oh, I could do this. I just got to find some people and, you know, it anchors in from the beginning. This is easy. I don't need to be an expert. I just plug people in. Systems equals success. Structure, you know how we always say, success is structural, not personal. Like this is how this works in real time. So yes, Jordan, there is a call 9 a.m. Bali time tomorrow, the Abundance Blueprint. It's going to be amazing. There's also a call, a corporate call as well in Tuesday afternoon for a different type of audience for both, but both really powerful. Dee, you are still excited about something?
I was just wondering if I could touch on accountability if you're open before we go.
Yes, and I was actually, as you speak, I was going to put in the accountability stuff. So yes, go for it.
So with these things being in place, and obviously the new, like, guys, there is, if you haven't watched the videos that are posted in Quantum Lifestyle about the compensation plan, you're here because you want to run a business or you are running a business. You must go back and watch those calls. Like, there is so much money. There are so many promotions that, like, it's actually ludicrous what's on offer for us if we maximize it. And the new compensation plan really is designed not just for someone with a toe in, or just, you know, it's like, if you want to come in, you want to go for this, you are going to be rewarded or paid, remunerated significantly. So everything comes down to accountability in terms of what we're going to do. And we can't sort of do this in large groups because well, in my experience, it doesn't work as well. But happy to share the formulas that we use, and you guys can duplicate it in your own teams. We're going to I personally with my team, Ada here personally with her team, Sarah with hers, and whoever else, we're going to run little accountability groups, and it's going to be to maximize those things. So it's going to be, right, we all, you know, let's say to the end of August, we want to get to Germany. By the end of July, we want to have the watch. There'll be personal ranks that people want to achieve. You know, executive team leader looks like a really good one to get pretty quickly. And mapping out, what do you need to do to maximize all of the bonuses in that, like subscription bonus, direct bonus, dual bonus, rank advancement bonuses, manager advancement bonuses, the mentor and coaching bonus. We're going to map out, and then we're going to say, right, if you guys, and it's not, to be honest, like, this is no pressure. Everyone can do whatever they want to do. We will meet everyone on our team wherever they're at. And if that is coming onto one team call a month, that's coming onto one team call a month. But this accountability to maximize this comp plan is for the ones that want to go for it. And it'll be mapped out in terms of, if you want to get these bonuses, this is what it equals in terms of money. And this is what we need to do in terms of breaking that down to get there on a day. And it's not about working into the, you know, we know we're not about like working into the ground or anything like that, but it's just about, it really is about maximizing what is on the table for us. And how do we do that? How do we do that in the most efficient, effective way with these, you know, these duplicatable systems? So it's really exciting. So if you are one of those people and you want to be involved in that, and you want to get those bonuses, you want to get those rank advancements, and you want your team to do the same, get together in a little group, reach out to whoever your sponsor is, your upline leader, get in a group and start doing the accountability. Because if we do the accountability, accountability gets results. Accountability gets results, and it's black and white. So, and if you don't have anyone, or you don't have a team, or you don't have, you're not connected with anyone, reach out to one of us. We'll put you with someone. You could join us, whatever. But if you want to go for it, get an accountability team.
And we want to have like little pods. And also, this is where I've put up an example from, this is what I've been working with my mentor, and wanted to encourage this culture in our team. And you all have your own business. Like, we're not here to, like, you're not at school where you're going to get told off for not, like, this is your own business. But we invite you to, what happens when we start looking at the income producing activities and we get really honest with ourselves, is we see where, our fears are and where we're hiding from doing social media content, and we see where we're not reaching out and having conversations. So we just see where our gap is, or else we're kind of flying blind. And also, it encourages you, this little template of like posts, connections with people, conversations, how many times you've shared Healy, calls you've had, sales you've made. It literally, and then your wins, your problems and challenges. And I love this part of possible solutions, because you're coaching yourself as well. And then also vulnerabilities of like, I felt like this, but I did the actions anyway, or whatever. But it's a great way for you to really reflect, so that you can really get the results that you want, because we're all about the intuition and doing it in a way that feels authentic and fun. And we want to help you get results, and we want to help you be able to help other people get results. And when we break it down, this is the stuff that done consistently gets results for people. So it's exciting. So we want to keep these short and punchy. Like, we're just trying to keep you really updated on what is happening and help with all the changes. And then, once we've got these systems in place, this is when we just, add our passion and our fire to them, and off we go. So who is excited about some of these calls? I'm particularly excited to plug my people into the orientation call, just saying, because I think it's going to save about 70% of the questions you get from your customers of like, how do I do this? It's just like, go see Deanna and out of here. That will change, by the way.
No, go to the call, not Deanna and Addie.
No, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Yes, anyway, I'm really excited. I'm very grateful for those two for stepping up. So everyone's excited about these calls. It's amazing. Okay, this is great.
Just one last thing as well with these calls, like, they are going to be the same every week, and they might get repetitive, but just in terms of leadership as well, make sure, like, show up on these calls, like, especially if you've got people coming on them. But what you do duplicates throughout your team. So if you're not on the calls, if you're not showing up, even if you don't have a person there, like, it will duplicate through your business. So even if it's just to support the wider team, come onto these calls every week, because we really want this. This is not about me and Ada here doing a call, or Sarah doing a prospect call, or it's like, we want everyone to come through and run these calls and be on these calls, and create massive energy around them, and just have them get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and new people coming through, new people running them, new people presenting. And so please,
I'm already dubbing Jordan in, who's going to be running this call soon, and it's going to be a sales call. His background is like electric sales, so we're just waiting for him to step in and start running the show. On the spot. No, he's amazing. So there's heaps of people that step up, and that's the thing. We're going to make them so simple and systemized that these calls are going to be systemized, everything, so you can step in and do your bit. So I think that's it. Was there anything else anyone wanted to add?
I might just post the Alhi, did you say you're going to post the links in the page, or do you want me to just put them in here now?
Yvette, I'll work with you on accountability.
I'm just posting them in the page.
Okay.
Right now.
Small pods for accountability. So reach out to
accountability is going to be epic, by the way. I think when I tuned into what gets results, how do people truly grow their business, that's just what kept coming to me over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Like,
And we've got the structure now, but I recommend reach up to your upline around like a small pod and then all in. Like it's when it's most fun, most electric, most result. But it's fun. Like it's not, you don't rock up and be like, oh, here are my numbers. It's like, this is what's happening, guys. It's a chance to be vulnerable and real too. Like I'm on these coaching calls with my coach. And he just calls my bullshit. And I'm like, thank you. Like it's so empowering and inspiring. Okay. We're going to finish in our traditional style of a tune-in because that's what we do around here to keep it magic. Adahir, do you want to grace us with your shamanic, whatever we call it, that you do to us on these tune-ins, or do you want me to do it?
Yeah, I'll do it. I will grace you.
Your shamanic.
You shall be graced.
Drop in. So if anyone has to go, we'll try and keep it 10 minutes if we can out of here, just so that we can still get the magic in that time.
Yeah, cool. So do we want to, will we do just Healy business in general, or do you want to do like maybe the end of a promo, or what are we feeling?
I think we do, what are we at? Like the end of August is the end of the Berlin trip. That's the next few months. I feel like that's a time of the change and momentum that's happening right now. So maybe we do, because sometimes it's good to do a point in time.
We're all in Germany. We're all wearing a watch. We're all directors, and we've all got 10 people at least coming with us. Woo!
Well, we don't need to tune in. Dave's just channeled it through for us.
I'm already there, guys.
No, you go out of here.
Yeah, let's do the end of August. All right, cool. So everyone, yeah, if you need pen and paper or just getting comfortable, whatever you need. And we are going to drop in. Before we do that, we are going to just acknowledge what's present for us and whatever part of your day you're at, any stimulation that has happened on the mental and the emotional, and also in your physical. And just bringing awareness of all of those aspects of who you are and allowing all of them to be, and knowing that there is no way that we need to be powerful creators. Just acknowledging that. And from that acknowledgement, acknowledging that we have come into a place of presence. And from that place of presence, we are going to access the grandest part of who we are. Stepping into all things through all space and through all time, and choosing to be here with the energy of in no sense. Just letting everything that you think that you know drop away. Feeling that fall away. We're going to choose to serve your highest good in acknowledgement that it is connected with the highest good. We're going to choose to serve the truth. And from this space of creatorship, of being connected to all things through all space and through all time, we're going to create a golden circle in front of us. And we're going to define this golden circle as your highest end result for the 31st of August, the end of August. Just allowing ourselves to know that there is a grander vision, and then also looking into this next milestone, that place where we can take a measurement from. When you're ready, just stepping through that golden veil and allowing it to brush through your awareness, brush through your consciousness. Just stepping into that circle and seeing what's obvious about this space. Taking note. How the energy is moving and how you are. And all the things that are happening. Really give yourself the gift of specificity and detail if it's there. If it's not, that's okay too. Just grabbing the energetics, both. And allowing yourself to just ask any questions if there's anything there for you, if there's anything further that is there to be revealed to you. And writing that down, I'm going to give you about 10 more seconds. And when we're done, we are going to let that go. Just releasing that vision, letting that go. And coming back into a space of neutrality. Coming back to your center. Taking a breath and becoming aware of that present moment once again. And from that present moment, we're going to go on a second intuitive journey. And from the present moment, choosing once again to access all things through all space and through all time. We're probably pretty close to that space anyway. But just choosing that and choosing to be here with that sense of innocence, letting everything go that you think that you know, just allowing it to fall away, falling away from your mind, falling away from your being, falling away from even those tiny little places where you didn't know it was hanging on, just letting it go from there too. And once again, we're going to choose to serve your highest good, knowing that that is fully connected to the highest good. We're going to be in service to the truth, and creating a golden circle once again in front of us and labeling this circle as your current reality in relationship to that vision that you just saw. Just letting yourself be open to receive whatever is in this space. And when you're ready, stepping through that golden veil once again and seeing what's obvious, seeing the spectrum of your current reality, and allowing that wisdom and that information to be accessed and readily interpreted by you. Just giving yourself full visibility on your current reality in relationship to this. Letting it intuitively emerge. And just receiving that package of information, allowing it all to be. I'll give you just a tiny bit longer and ask if there's anything further for you to receive in this space. There may be, there may not be. Just receiving those last bits. And when that is done, we're going to let this current reality go. Taking a breath and releasing that current reality, release. And with that release, just coming back to the fullness of who you are, into that space of neutrality, allowing yourself to recenter, come into that equilibrium. And we're going to take the last step of the journey, the last leg of the journey. And for this, we are going to step back into and allow ourselves to fully occupy the end result, what we received in that vision. So allowing that vision to occupy our physiology, our chemistry, our biology, our energy, being in that as it is done, being in the end result of that, and allowing yourself and your energy and your energies to occupy that space. Really enjoying that. And from this space of being in your end result, knowing that that timeline, that end result is not only a possibility of an outcome, it is done. So standing in that, and I want you to take a look over your left shoulder and down your timeline. Just allow your gaze to just roll down your timeline and let it stop at a certain point. And just noticing that that certain point is actually your current reality. So you can see that down your timeline. Noticing from this end result, your current reality. Maybe even having a greater insight because you have this objectivity from here. Or maybe not. Either way, just watching it, just seeing yourself, seeing the energy, seeing how it's moving, seeing that it's in the past. And it's very, very, very obvious that there is a way that you got from that place there to where you are now. So just asking yourself the question and allowing the wisdom to arise, allowing that bridge to come forth and reveal itself to you, from you. What are your next obvious steps? What did you do next? And when you're ready, highly recommend writing that down. Action is the magic of magic. Action is what ties it all together. Action is the bridge between you and your destiny. That's what brings it into being. Anyone get anything crazy? Cool. So that's pretty much time. We're 3 minutes over. Yeah, take that action and be accountable to following through. Reassuring. I did this before. Repeat again.
Yeah, write it down, do the things, following through. And yeah, like also remembering like these new structures, the new comp plan, this accountability of like doing these things super consistently. If you haven't been doing that and you're starting to do that now, 3 months, the efforts you did 3 months ago, you're reaping the rewards of that now. What you do today, plugging into the calls, the systems, the structures, the doing the daily actions, the comps, all that stuff, you're going to really see the fruits of that in 3 months. That's about how long it takes to see what we're doing. So give yourself some grace over this next 3 months and really go for it. And well, 2 months, wherever that end result was, August, but continuing on, like that's where it's what you do today where you'll see that. So as of tomorrow, just like show up in the energy that we've got from tonight and just go for it and have fun with it. We'll see you on Tuesday's calls, Wednesday's calls, back on this call on Monday night, and get your people in, because again, duplication. We want to keep it simple, and simple is sexy. So thank you, everybody. A big 2 months. Yes, it's a big 2 months. And yeah, I cannot wait. So thanks for jumping on. Thanks for being amazing. Thanks for being, the pioneers in this.
Let's see if everyone on this call can bring one person to the webinar tomorrow. Just one person.
Yeah. 12 hours.
Love it. Throw it down, Dee.
Awesome. See you guys.
person.
And Europe people will give you replays and stuff too. So you'll have it all. All right. Accountability groups. I've already had a few people reach out. See you guys. Bye.
Love. Bye, everyone.